Hello everyone, I'm back from a sweltering heat and sorry I forgot to make pictures, so think about it a bit as a podcast of the WTC 40k doubles in X-Wing, because there was a Gundam Assemble demo going on here in Malines, Belgium. And I got myself a demo with Epi on the Vidar and Char Zaku, because I love my bad boy suits. Yeah. Also, sorry about the kid on the background. And the gameplay is really smooth. Now, the biggest difference between Underworlds and Gundam Assemble is the deck. You only have a deck of 9 and can draw top 6 per game. Meaning a 1 in 3 chance don't get your Uber card. There are generic handy cards, but also better than those but specific Gundam only cards. In general, you will have your 3 specific cards in the deck and then 6 generics, but it comes down to if you get the right one at the right time, or are stuck with one resulting in less cards drawn. For example, Barbatos Rex's card is super when he's taken out, but if he's largely ignored until the start of round 2, it's a dead card. Now, the way that you win the game is based on 2 factors. On the one hand, you can knock Gundams out and score their victory points. They do come back, so they can in turn go after your heavily wounded victor, but also by killing saving garrison markers. These are scattered around the board depending the deployment scenario maps and are a bit like search objective bonuses, to speak in Underworld's terms, to your victory point tally. I doubt if you can win alone by garrisons, as the map I so far saw has tops 10 of each, yours and the enemies 10 each, while the Gundam rakes in between 6 to 10 victory points every time he is knocked out. War scroll wise, every suit has a special attack that triggers on crits, 9 or 10 on a d10, which often gives an extra point of damage per crit in your roll. Or average roll is about 5 dice with all the trinkets active, and you hit standard on 4+, though the ring gives you an added +1 if you are higher up than your opponent. Of course, one always fails, and one-shotting a mobile suit is not as easy as one might think as such, so expect even when focused upon by the enemy with all his suits to activate with your at least. This is due to the tracker, which advances whenever you do something depending the action. A heavy action suit, like Wing 0, probably activates twice, stops thrice during a round, appear in round 3, shoot for +4, and on the tracker, activate again and go into its end zone. A medium suit like the RX-78 starts the tracker at 2, so if you just keep slashing and moving with its beam saber, you'll get 4 activations out of him, making it, for example, ideal to go garrison hunting for a round. Game length wise, it's a bit of a dual one. If you know above average of the rules, you will be looking in the basic 3 vs 3 2-phase game at around an hour to an hour and a half to get through the game. But the setup requires a longer process than Underworlds, as the terrain and all the tokens need to be placed on specified locations on the map, and every map area can come with special rules. So not the base scenario, mind you, but from scenario 2 onwards you get water areas, and later on it will also move into space. Is it like Underworlds? Well, yes and no. The core feels the same with the hexes and cards and a board, but the amount of deck building is far less. You basically have to decide which 6 cards you take along the specific unit card. And yeah, it's a championship mode on that part, mind you. I've got no idea if the generic cards will come loose later down the road. But those generics are not that overpowered you really need them all, and often are very likewise to each other. It's the unit specific cards that can decide a battle, as well as a pilot that you can put inside your Gundam and his skills bonuses. As a rule of thumb on what I saw, pilots gel better with their actual suits. So Hero Yui in the Wing Gundam is way better than putting in, for example, the Gundam Ariel from another series in the franchise, as his skills go along with the abilities of his, well, signature suit. They actually thought that thing out. So yeah, is it fun? Yes. Is it cheap? Yes, but with the intense release schedule, and if, like me being an anime and a Gundam freak, you want to buy them all, the first 4 months will hurt you. After that, release is about 1 deluxe box, battles from the series with 10+ models per half year, and a Warband expansion box of 3 figures about every 1.5 months. Luckily, even with imports and all, they managed to keep it at a decent price level. An expansion box is the price of an Underworld's Warband, and a deluxe box, apart from the on purpose cheaper first one to get the game going, costs the price of a GW Cockfort or Big Monster. So that basically makes you look at an initial investment of everything from release until Easter 2027 of a 2000 points Warhammer Age of Sigmar or 40k army. Just spread out more, and all that you already have is perfectly playable, as you just add to your collection instead of needing that army in one go to go start playing. Is it the same as such as Underworlds? No. The same as a mainstream GW game? Also no. It occupies a spot in between, I would say, both in difficulty or intensity as in price cost, so the learning curve and everything kind of like that. Am I sold? I'm not answering that objectively. I am full with anime tattoos on my body, including a Gundam one, so I can't answer that fairly. Would I recommend it to people looking for a casual game? Yes, especially if you go to the scenario and in fluff, like take all wingsuits and play against Oz for example, and that can give great fun moments. Is it competitive? Well, too early to tell as only 6 suits have their full stats known so far, but it does seem that any combination between 3 very heavy hitters on the one side or 3 light generic soldier style suits might get the job done for both sides, thanks to the tracker system, and it shows they developed it from 3 years as the weapons and actions seem to keep it pretty balanced, so sorry GW, playtesting is your greatest weak spot. And that is my first 2 cents of my first impression on Gundam Assemble. See you next time and expect a lot of more Gundam Assemble content on this channel in the coming year. Bye bye. For watching this video, and if you want to support me, check out the link tree above for all my channels so you can have a look there, or my affiliate links, so there's a little kickback to the channel for more content, and if you really like, you can always buy me a coffee. Thanks and bye bye.